All right, at the command of the friendly park ranger lady, I am paying a visit here to the visitor center. Again, look at the structure, look. Visitor center and overlook. Look at this place. It looks like, I don't know, is that granite or is it just cement? It's very imposing. Very imposing structure out here in the wilderness. I just went for a big walk down a path, and just so lucky for me, the path actually led to the visitor center, which I was, told in no uncertain detail that I really ought to visit. So here's something on the floor commemorating the phony. I shouldn't be too. Again, even though nobody's hearing me right now, I just feel a little self-conscious speaking my mind. Not because I'm afraid, but just because it's misunderstood. So this is the visitor center. This is the overlook. Let's see what the overlook shows us. There we go. Again, getting very red state vibes from these folks. No, you're good. A common field one day, a field of honor forever. Moments ago, and beyond that is where the ostensible crash site is. So there's a kind of weird paradox. I'm not sure what to make of it. It seems that among red state type people, there's more of like this, what they call the Great Awakening, where you don't believe the lies anymore. But it seems that there's also a still very hardy, how do I put it? There still seems to be a very hardy spirit of believing the official story of 9/11. That still seems to be important amongst a strong segment of the red state population. You kind of think sometimes, well, the Reds, the right, the conservatives, since Trump, especially, in the last 7 or 8 years, that there's much more conspiracy theory is much more the norm. So-called conspiracy theory, whatever you want to call it. Doubting the official story, asking questions about the official story. But it seems like a monument like this, and you know the sort of people who come here again. I get very red state vibes from these folks, and I mean that. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. But I mean, it makes me wonder how much of the conservative American is really conspiracy minded, and how much it still clings to the spirit of the aughts, what conservatism was then in the Bush era. It's an intriguing thing to ponder. Again, wow, this architecture. Just, I don't know if it's hitting y'all as much just from me showing it here. This is imposing architecture. So let's see what the visitor center's got for us. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sneaking in just in time. Jonas for virtual day, National Day of Learning 9/11.
It's heavy, so
Oh, thanks. Calling all educators. Alright, well, we got the gift shop. Flight 93 t-shirts. Oh, well, just Flight 93 National Park t-shirts. Passport. Passport to your national parks. My passport.
Oh, it's a magnet.
These are some of the books that they've got on sale here. Flight 93 National Memorial. I remember this book from years and years ago. So they're just still flogging the war on terror. The war on terror stuff. Here's what it says on the tag. Memorial on this tag for this t-shirt. September 11th, 2001 began as an ordinary day, but the day was transformed when terrorists hijacked 4 commercial airliners to attack America. Flight 93 National Memorial honors the extraordinary courage of the 40 passengers and crew members whose actions thwarted the terrorist plan to fly the plane into a target in Washington, D.C. Yep. They're pushing it all. I mean, they're pushing every ounce of it, every speck of it, every morsel of it. Speaking of morsels. Cold water's looking pretty good right about now. But I bet it's overpriced.